Hey guys, Never Sleep here. Welcome to part 3 in the series where I show you the fastest spots that I use Reaper Shadow ability to start up a match. Specifically using the locations that'll put me right behind the enemy defense or just out of the field of view. From this position you can set up a really fast kill which could possibly determine the next couple minutes of the game and how it'll play out. In the event that you do secure a kill, your team can then push in to really slam the cheeks off the remaining enemy team, usually rewarding you the freedom to happily take the first point. After we're done going over the flanks, I'll show a little montage of these spots in my recent competitive games. But to get things started, we'll be first going over Junkertown, and then Horizon Lunar Colony. On Junkertown, I'm going to go over the flank that I've been using, and it's the one you'll see in all the clips later on. Then I'll show you the flank that I just found about 10 minutes ago that could be a safer alternative to the current spot. But first, for the one that I've been using, just come over and stand on top of this last crate. Peek out around the pillar and activate your ability. Now you want to aim your dot a tiny bit to the right of that dark stain way back there on that wall. Double check to make sure you're not going to be placed on the railing or the fence. Once you're positive it's in the right spot, hold there and wait for a couple moments before shadow stepping over. You're waiting for your team to push the cart up to that first left turn. Once they look like they're close, then you can port over. By then, the enemy should be very focused on fighting your team, creating the perfect distraction to pick up some kills. Once you disengage, you have the choice to either this big health pack or the little one on the side if you need it. Now I'll show you the safer alternative. Instead of going over from the crate, make your way out to the edge of the map. From here, you can shadow step over to the top of those stairs. This spot's nice because you have this building for cover. But just like before, I still recommend waiting for the cart to get to the first left turn. Also, when you push into attack, make sure to hug this wall to stay hidden as long as possible. But both flanks are nearly identical, so you can use them in the same way. But that's it for Junkertown, so let's jump over to the next map. Horizon Lunar Colony is a bit different from the other flanks I've shown in this series thus far. The main difference is that you're going to need to work with your team a bit more than usual to set this flank up. The goal is to convince your group to push the left side as fast as possible, which shouldn't be too difficult since that's a common strat for this map anyway. For the best results, try to get 2 people to pick a Lucio and a Reinhardt. This will help keep your group in a tighter, fast protected bunch, which will also create a more focused distraction on the enemy team. But the flank can work just fine without it, as long as they are pushing the left side together. Other than that, it's pretty simple. If you see your team is going to go along with your game plan, wait for them to push into the open, and at that moment, you shadow step over to this doorway. Now you simply wait for your team to almost be on the point. As they approach, push in from behind when it looks like both teams are about to fight, and that's when you go for your kills. If you drop to low health, you can rejoin your group, since they should be near this doorway by then. On a separate note, I've seen some news that the Overwatch dev team is currently trying to rework this map. From the changes you can see here, the door that I would normally use to flank is now missing. But that doesn't change the strategy. You'll just have to port a little to the left. Instead of shadow stepping to the door, now you would go to this spot, near these steps in this corner. The changes that they are showing won't stop people from continuing to push the left side in the open path. So the flank can still work the same way, just make sure you're timing your attack like before. Anyway, that's it for the guided half of the video. If you found any of this information useful and you think you're going to try these spots out, leave a like or a comment, and I hope you enjoy seeing some of these flanks in action.
That tire was clutch.
I've got 3 clutch tires last game.
We were
You're
really
talking
doing the
about.
same thing.
I got it.
What? You're my hero.